Is it going yet? All right, cool. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is G Roscoe, and this is something so different for me. So I'm a little nervous on my own that we're live here to show my gaming setup. But this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. So it's not going to be so interactive because I know you guys are going to be here. I have the chat pulled up so I can talk to you, but I'm going to be talking about my gaming setup. So um, I guess first I just kind of want to show y'all the layout of the area I work in. This area right here is like it's part of my bedroom. Um, my desk, you see my monitors and all that stuff, my chair, and you see I kind of have a lot of open space to work with, so um, I can add more to it and everything as we go along. And I'm gonna get into more detail with this stuff as we go. Nobody's in the chat yet. I hope my thing is live. I hope everything's working right now. I don't see.
There's people in the chat.
Oh, there's people that you can see them on there. Why can't I see them on here? Okay, well it doesn't show here, so I won't be able to see. I won't be able to see what you guys are saying right now. So, but give me a few minutes, and I'm gonna interact with y'all, and I'm actually gonna take some questions about the setup as we go along. Um, so this is like what's behind my desk. I got the green screen set up and stuff, and I'll get more into that. I usually have this real close whenever I'm doing it. The other side, if y'all come up this way, y'all can see the other side of my bedroom. This is where G Melly is usually whenever I'm streaming, and you can see her gaming setup right here. You can see the TV, and then I have the PS4 mounted right there on that side. So that's her setup. Hey, J Skull, Isaiah, I see you in there. TRC Gaming, Wolf Gamer, what's up? Thank you guys for being here. And I'm gonna get with y'all in just a second, okay, guys? But let's come on to the gaming setup. I think this is what people are most interested in. Since I'm about to sit down, this is my gaming chair. This is OPC. I got it, I think, on Amazon for like $200, so it wasn't a bad deal. It's a decently good seat. Sometimes I wish the padding was thicker, but it's not bad. I like it. Y'all see that all the time, though. My desk here, man. I love this desk. It looks like a real nice desk. I got it like super cheap, man. I got a crazy deal for it on Craigslist. Getting in here to my PC setup. I have my two monitors here, and y'all seen what my background looks like and stuff on my channel. This is a 24-inch Asus monitor. It has a 60 megahertz refresh rate, so I get 60 frames per second on this monitor. So it's not like an incredible monitor or anything, but it does have a 1 millisecond response time. So I get I don't get much input delay at all. I get the picture quick. So that gives me an advantage. This is just an old monitor that came with the desktop. This is my second monitor. Okay, so whenever I'm in the stream, this is where I have my OBS right here. And this is where I have my live chat. As y'all can see, there's nothing coming up in the chat on here. I don't know why. This is where I would usually be reading your chat, playing the game. I'll be playing PUBG or whatever else I'm doing on this monitor. So I'm sorry I can't read the chat right now, guys. For whatever reason, it's not coming up here. This is just a standard monitor, but it's good. It's basically equivalent. It's 1600 by 900, which is basically close to the equivalent of 1080. Check out here my webcam that I use. This webcam is the Logitech C920. That webcam is basically all you'll ever need for streaming. It's about, I don't know if it's as good as it gets, but it's as good as you'll ever need, honestly. And it works amazing. You just have to adjust the exposure and stuff manually to get the right picture. This right here is my mic. I use the Blue Snowball, and usually I have it pulled out just enough to where it just barely is out of frame from my webcam. And I talk into it. It's right about here, so I'm here gaming and talking to you guys. So this is basically what it looks like whenever I'm here gaming and talking to you guys.
Sexy, right?
G Melly. Who else is in the chat, huh?
Shada, J Skull.
Shada's there too. What's up, Shada girl? How you doing, man?
Constipated, Marco, Fluffy,
Potato, Marco, what's up, man? It's good to have you guys here.
Geo,
Oh, Hanahan, that's what's up.
Kaylee, TRC, Wolf Gamer,
Well,
Sergio.
thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys. But yeah, the Blue Snowball, I just actually upgraded to this mic from another one. The other mic, it was the CAD U37, and I liked it at first, but I thought it picked up too much background noise, and it was kind of hot. The sound was almost like there was always too much gain. But the Snowball mic works pretty well. I really like the sound of it, and so I think honestly the Blue Snowball is probably, it'll work for anybody's purposes in my opinion. You can upgrade to something better, but I got that for $30. So and by the way, I got this webcam, I think on eBay for like 50 or 60 bucks, man, and that thing it works great. It works great. Okay, coming to let's talk about this here. I mean, this stuff I got. First, I'll talk about the mouse. The mouse here that I use is the Logitech G502. G502. This is an awesome mouse. It feels so good in the hand. The comfort of it, I think it's great. The mouse wheel is really clicky. It has different profiles for different settings. Like when I play PUBG, I put it on the third profile. And it changes my buttons. Like I have this for sprint and crouch now, and I have this for lean, left and right, and then for free look. And then when I play H1Z1, I go to profile 1, and it has, the buttons are set up differently. My mouse is better. Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy in the chat. Okay. Anaheim said, Geo said his mouse is better. So, but that mouse is awesome, man. It's really, really good. I always use, if anybody's curious, I always use 800 DPI for pretty much anything. It gives you a real smooth and accurate mouse tracking, and I just adjust my in-game sensitivity to whatever I need it to be. How's the lighting on me right here, babe?
It's pretty good.
It's good?
Yes.
Okay. And then the mouse pad is a SteelSeries. SteelSeries makes awesome mouse pads, and this is pretty much, anywhere you go, they should have the SteelSeries mouse pad. It works great. Tracking is awesome on the mouse. This thing is great. Perfect mouse setup.
Do you have Just Cause 3?
Just Cause 3? No, I don't. Now my keyboard, man, I love this keyboard, guys. This is one thing I really like to show you guys. It has the LEDs in each key, and it's RGB, so it goes pretty much any color. It's a Corsair Strafe keyboard. I have these 3 textured keys for my WASD, just my home keys for my movements, my strafe, and my walk forward and backwards. I'm gonna show y'all some cool stuff this keyboard does. I know there's a lot of comments, guys. I know there's a lot of comments. Huh?
Try to fix it.
No, I don't think it's gonna work there. I don't think the comments are gonna work there. So I just want to do this gaming setup, and then I'll get back with you guys in the chat here. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all some cool things this thing does though. There's like the standard. What is it right here? Can you see that pretty good? That's like the rainbow lighting effect, a rainbow swirl lighting effect. Let's see. This is like the rain lighting effect. Some of the cool things that it does that I really like are, let's see. Add a lighting effect. Let me turn it off. No, wait a second. Okay, let me show you guys this. One thing I think is really cool, like if I push a key, it lights up. And then it kind of fades away. So whatever keys I push, it lights those keys up with a random color, and then that'll fade away. One that I think is really cool is the ripple effect. Like I'll hit a key and it kind of ripples out from there in like a rainbow color. So the keyboard is great, and the keys feel amazing. These are cherry red switches inside of those keys. Let me change it back to the profile I like, which is the blue amber. I love that profile right there, just the way that looks. What else can I talk about for my gaming setup, guys? Right here is where I have my PC hooked up. I mean my PC, my PlayStation hooked up, my PS4. My capture card is actually inside of my PC. I don't have an external capture card. I have the internal one. The Elgato Pro is the one I have. The Elgato HD Pro. So that's just my PS4. It's the standard one, 500 gigs. It's not slim. Yeah, I'm gonna get into the PC here in just a minute, guys. I'm gonna get into the PC here soon. Y'all know I wear the Astro A50s. Y'all see that on my stream. I love the Astro A50s, guys. Like, Astro A50s cost more than a lot on the market, but in my opinion, these are the best. Sponsor me, Astro. Please sponsor me, dude. I love the Astro headsets. I mean, to me, in my opinion, you can't beat them. Just hands down, you can't beat them. It comes down to personal preference, I know, but just for me, you can't beat them. And you know, this is the old ones. These aren't the new Gen 3s or whatever that just came out that have the charging stand and stuff. Just they hang up on there. There's the transmitter, and I got it hooked up to both my PC and my PlayStation at the same time. By PC, it's hooked up through the optical cable, and it's hooked up by the USB to the PC. But again, those are the best in my opinion. Oh, and by the way, I won't forget to mention, I looked it up recently on Amazon. You can get them like an open box return of these for like $100 on Amazon. $100. That's the same price as like the Sony Gold headset, but these are like 100 times better than the Sony Gold. $100 for these guys. That's insane, man. Like, I'm gonna buy more just because that, even though I don't need more. Okay, now we get down. I think the only other thing for me to talk about is my PC. I mean, I can talk about my lighting real quick before I get to the PC itself. I use this to help with the shadow cast on my green screen. And then I have this lamp over here. And I just kind of bring that and put it right there. And that keeps light on both sides of my green screen so I don't get that weird green screen effect. And I make sure I'm hardwired. I got my router right here close, so everything is hardwired so I don't get any network lag. I don't want network lag. And these are my family photos here, guys. Y'all see my wife got me set up to where, you know, my wife takes care of me. She wants the pictures here whenever I'm gaming. So you know, everything I really care about is right here close to me when I'm gaming. This is my family. Y'all see this picture right here? This is whenever I graduated and I got my college degree right here. That's when I got my college degree right there. So, and that's an associate's degree. Okay, so my PC is down here on the bottom. It's not a great. It's nothing special about the case. I can pull it out and show you the case, but it looks pretty much like a standard PC. Nothing special at all about the case. But what's inside of it is pretty good. I have. As far as the specs, it's a 600 watt power supply. The motherboard is a Z97 PC mate, so it's overclockable, and I have overclocked my CPU. I actually have 12 gigs of RAM. I have two 4 gig RAM sticks and two 2 gig RAM sticks, and they play together well in dual channel. So the RAM works, so it's basically 12 gigs and it's working in dual channel. So the RAM is good. My CPU is the 4790K, which they have some newer CPUs that have come out since then in the same ballpark as this one, but they're really not all that much better. So as far as in the affordable range of CPUs, the reasonably priced, it's still kind of like in the ballpark of the best you can get. And I have that CPU overclocked to 4.6 gigs. And it runs just fine. I have, for cooling on my CPU, I have the Coolmaster Evo, the 212 Evo. And the 212 Evo keeps my CPU cool, even when it's overclocked to 4.6 gigs. It keeps it like super cool. I mean, it's air cooling, but it works as good as any water cooling is gonna work. I got that thing overclocked and pushing hard on stream, and I don't think it ever gets I might barely get into the 80s, 80 degrees Celsius. And that's if I'm pushing it hard to the max for a long period of time. The graphics card, I really want to upgrade my graphics card. I really, really do. But I don't have the money to do it now. I have the GTX 1050 Ti. And I've been streaming with my graphics card because the games I've been playing, H1Z1 and PUBG, they're heavy on the CPU. So the CPU, it's not good for streaming those games. So I put it to stream with the GPU and everything's smooth, but the GPU does kind of, I feel like it stutters a little bit. Are you reading chat? Your expressions are throwing me off. I'm sorry, because I feel like you're reacting to me. And I feel self-conscious about that.
Sorry.
Okay, so, yeah, the GTX 1050 Ti, it pushes the stream pretty well, and the streams have looked decent, but I feel like there's some frame drop and some stuttering in it, so I do want to upgrade my graphics
Anaheim
card.
said Silvis will buy your old graphics card. He's looking for one.
Okay, I would love to sell it to you, but I gotta get I don't have the money to get a new one. I want the 1080. Honestly, I want the GTX 1080. I don't know when I will have the money for that. That doesn't seem like it's anytime soon. I would love to though. So as far as the PC goes, I mean that's basically it, man. The GTX 1050 Ti, it's been serving its purpose well, and it runs whatever game I want it to run, and it streams it simultaneous from the GPU. Besides that, I don't know what else I can tell you
They
guys.
want to do how much does the whole setup cost?
The whole setup, it's hard to put a price on everything. I got an awesome deal on this monitor on Craigslist. So y'all can add this up in your head if you all want to, or y'all can help me with it in the chat. This monitor was $80. I got it for a steal on Amazon at the time. $80 for this monitor. Again, it's a 24-inch with a 1 millisecond response time, 60 hertz refresh rate. I paid about 50 or 60 for this Logitech webcam. I paid $30 for this mic. I only paid $10 for this mic stand, this arm, this scissor arm. Newer was the brand, $10 on Amazon. The keyboard, I paid probably $120 for the keyboard. I think I paid about 50 to $60 for the mouse. I mean, $10 for this. Okay, that's that stuff. The chair, $200. I think this whole desk I got for $100.
He says you're rich.
I'm rich? No, I'm not rich, people. I'm not rich at all. I broke myself doing this. I shouldn't have did all this, honestly. But again, I work for a living, and plus I have my business on the side, and I had to take a lot of money out of my business to get this stuff, and I kind of hurt the business because I took all the money out of the business to do this, and I'm not sure it was the best move for me to do, but I really wanted to do this. As far as the computer, the CPU, the 4790K CPU cost me about $300. The graphics card, the GTX 1050, cost me about $150. The motherboard was only $50. The RAM was like $30. And the rest of the CPU, the case, the power supply, and everything in it, I traded my brother a laptop for it. So basically, I wasn't using the laptop at all. So
Constipated Potato says if you can show him how to set up a green screen.
Show you how to set up a green screen? Okay, that's a good question. Okay, maybe we can get to that here in a second. So, altogether on the computer with the high specs I got on it, as far as the CPU goes, I don't know, man. Maybe 600 on the computer, on the PC, and another 80 on the monitor, $100. The whole setup I got for a good price, man. I would say I probably ended up spending close to $1,000 on it all. Maybe just a little bit more.
You want to show me your bootleg green screen?
Yeah, I do want to show y'all my green screen. To set up the green screen is pretty easy. Can you maybe you can bring this over here, honey?
What?
To show this what I'm doing. I don't know if it'll pick up well on here. Can you see that? What's going on here? Yeah, I don't know how well you guys can see this. Yeah, see, this is me. This is my webcam and my green screen. You can see the green screen in the back. Hey, Shadow Hero. Hey, Nova. What's up, Geek? Okay. So to do this, I basically just go to the webcam, and you just have to set up your chroma key. It's pretty easy. You go to your webcam and your filters, and here it's the chroma key. So you just set it. You choose the color of your green screen, and it'll cut out the background behind you. It's really simple. It's a really simple thing to do. And I'll show y'all this what it looks like. See my green screen? The way I got it set up, I just got PVC pipe from Home Depot. This stuff came from Home Depot. I spent $2 or $3 on this stuff. $2 or $3. So I have some pieces right there cut. Just had some caps on it, and then the T to bring another piece up here, and then a little elbow here to bring it across, and it's the same thing on the other side. And I just throw this little green screen. I got this green sheet on eBay for $10. So this was $10 right here. So this is $10. The sheet was $10, and this stuff was like $2 or $3. So maybe $12, $13 on the green screen. And I made this myself. And I'll show you. Whenever I do this, I have to pull it up really close. So whenever I'm actually playing, it's looking like this. So y'all see, I'm like in the tight quarters here. And that's just so my webcam only picks up the green screen. So this is what I look like. If you can get a zoom out, this is what I look like as I'm here playing, talking to you guys.
Nova wants to know how tall you are.
How tall am I? I'm like 5'10". I'd say that's average height, I think. I'm 5'10".
Richard said you're a solid 6 foot.
A solid 6 foot? No, I'm not. I'm about 5'10". So if you look over here now, you can see because the green screen is there, and I have the chroma key set up. It looks like there's nothing behind me, you know. But if I pull this back, you know, you can see the wall back there. So, and that's all it really takes.
Bro, Richard is playing PUBG with us. Anaheim said.
Tell Richard to play PUBG with us. Hey, Richard, you know, he's talking about it, man. Let's do it. So that's how I set up my green screen. Does anybody have any other questions about my setup and how I do this? Any other questions? that I probably missed some details and stuff if y'all guys are interested. Check out the shirt too. This is an important part of what I do. You know, I'm not doing, instead of I'm doing me, cross that out. I'm doing Jesus, man. I'm about his work. Jesus is my Lord and Savior. So in the end, it's all about him.
He wants to know what's your job.
My job? Oh, I talked about this a bunch on stream, guys. I'm a drug counselor. And I work in the juvenile probation department. So I work with kids. I used to work in the juvenile detention. So I worked inside of like the juvenile jail for like 4 years. And now I'm at the probation office. I work with kids who need to stop getting high and doing drugs, and they won't listen.
We only sell crack to Anaheim though.
Oh my gosh.
Anaheim said he sells crack. Report him.
Oh my gosh. Y'all tripping, man. But yeah, that's my job. And I don't make a lot of money at my job, honestly. I really, really, really don't. Honestly, truly. So I know when y'all see, I mean, people see this stuff. Y'all guys are pretty young, so y'all see me buying this stuff. Y'all probably think maybe I have a bunch of money or something, but it's really like, it's been really hectic.
Richard says, give your testimony. Fluffy Batman says he was baptized 5 years ago by his football coach.
Who? Fluffy Batman?
Mm-hmm.
Batman, you were baptized 5 years ago by your football coach. That's cool, dude. That's like the coolest thing I've ever heard. That really sounds awesome. I've been a Christian for probably about 7 years now. I would say I was about 23 whenever I became a Christian. I grew up in church my whole life, but I didn't really know the Lord Jesus until about 7 years ago, I would say. So I was a mess before. I was a mess. I had all kind of problems. I became a drug counselor. I still didn't have my life right, even though I became a drug counselor and turned away from all that stuff. And then I became a Christian, and then when that happened, I finally started getting my mind right.
It's all good. It's all good, Anaheim and Shadow.
What they talking about?
Just a little
They're misbehaving in the chat?
No, they're arguing a little bit. It's no big deal.
Oh, okay. Are there any other questions about my setup that I can get to the chat? I think I pretty much described my setup as much as anybody might want to know. I don't know if I left any details out. If anybody wants to know more, I really want to be able to share that with them. But I do think I pretty much talked about everything.
Shadow said, "What's your desk?"
My desk? I got this on Craigslist. You see how fancy this desk looks? Man, I got this desk on Craigslist for $100. We got it from a really, really rich person's house. Like, their house was nice, bro. But people who have a lot of money, I mean, I call them rich. They probably themselves wouldn't consider themselves rich. But compared to me, like, they're rich. And I was, usually, you can get stuff pretty cheap from people like that. What are you doing?
You wanted a close-up on your hair.
Oh my gosh.
He's sexy, right?
Oh my goodness. Y'all guys, man, y'all are a trip, dude. Thank y'all guys for being here, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate every one of you guys. I'm getting close to, like, I don't know, man. I'm getting close to 450 subs. I was like 412 earlier today. And it's been going pretty fast, dudes. I mean, I'm going to be pretty excited when I hit 500.
You said you are.
What?
He said
Oh my
teeth.
gosh.
Look at those teeth.
Yo, this is about the gaming setup. Y'all guys are trolling me right now. Hey, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I had to have missed some details that people would want to know.
He drinks a lot of coffee.
What are they talking about?
Anaheim. He said yellow teeth. Tell Roscoe he looks really good in a hat. He'll look younger and more gamer.
In a hat? I want hats. Dude, I've seen some hats in the mall that I wanted. Like, one was, what was the one? Legend of Zelda, I think? The hat looked really cool, dude. I really wanted that. So I might get some for the streams. I kind of like that look. It made me look young. Made me look like I'm still not that old yet or something.
You said your gaming setup's so lit.
Y'all like the gaming setup?
Fluffy Batman wants to know if you'll be his dad.
Fluffy Batman, you are my son.
Anaheim said he has to troll you because you were trolling his room earlier.
Oh, no. Yeah, I know.
I knew it. I told you he was going to do that.
You got to upgrade that comforter, Anaheim. So, I guess one more thing. I guess I could talk a little bit about what I want to upgrade. Right now, I'm not really too worried about upgrading the mic here, the Blue Snowball. But eventually, I would like to get probably the Audio Technica AT2020. I think that's what I would like to upgrade to, and that mic runs in the ballpark of like $100. So I do want that. The webcam's good. I don't know if I'll ever need to upgrade that. The mouse and keyboard are great. At some point, I'd like to get a bigger mouse pad. Anaheim got one. Gio in the chat, he got one. Either one that goes across the whole thing like this, or maybe just a larger one for the mouse, just to give me some more room to work with, since I like to use lower sensitivities for accuracy and stuff on gaming.
He said the mic's decent. Constipated Potato said his own opinion he would upgrade the monitors.
The monitors, that's exactly what I was going to get to. Okay, so this monitor over here, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really need to be upgraded because I don't use that for gaming. This is just for my OBS and reading the chat, which I usually have pulled up here. I don't know why it won't let me see you guys in the chat right here.
Gaming City just pulled up.
Yo, what's up, Gaming City?
Said, how late am I? What's going on?
Oh my gosh, I've explained my whole gaming setup. I would like to add one more monitor, And recently here I've been hearing about the G-Sync monitors. I really want a G-Sync monitor because they say it gives you the smoothest gaming experience, and people don't really, a lot of times don't consider how your refresh rate and the smoothest of the gameplay can improve your gameplay and make you play better. But so I do want to upgrade and get a third monitor, and I want to get a G-Sync monitor. And basically what the G-Sync does, it reacts with the NVIDIA cards.
You should check out the SteelSeries QCK Heavy.
What? That's the monitor. That's a monitor you're talking about?
I don't know. That's what Fluffy Batman or something.
Okay, I might have to look into those too. But what the G-Sync does, it communicates with the graphics card, the NVIDIA graphics card.
He said it's a mouse pad.
And the mouse pad. Okay. And the monitor will. I'm getting interrupted. I don't have a short attention span. The monitor interacts with the graphics card, it communicates with it, and the monitor will adjust its refresh rate to the graphics card, so you don't get screen tearing and stuttering on the screen. So I want to get that and add that in here, and that will be my actual gaming monitor, and these two will be for other things. I want to upgrade my graphics card to the GTX 1080. That's for sure. That would give me smoother streams, also better quality streams, and much better quality gameplay, smoother gameplay. Oh, and the G-Sync would have 144 refresh rate, which would give me much smoother gameplay. And right now, that's the only things I'm really thinking about upgrading. Yo, what's up, yo, Los? How did you become such a nerd? I don't know. It just came naturally. Hey, Roscoe, I have a video out that took about 247 hours in prepping. Oh my gosh. It's $20. Okay, cool. I love the 42-inch gloss 90-degree angle monitor. I don't even know what that means. I want an Elgato, but my PC doesn't have the storage for OBS and videos. Well, if it doesn't, then your PC probably isn't going to work out either. You probably have to upgrade a lot of stuff. And that is the only other thing about my PC that I didn't mention is I kind of mentioned it, but I have the internal graphics capture card. I have the Elgato HD Pro. So it's internal. It's in my PC. And that's what allows me to capture the gameplay from my PlayStation and bring it onto OBS for recording and streaming. And the internal one is the best. If you have the option to do it, go for the internal capture card, the Elgato Pro. It's just the best way to go.
Anaheim said he's getting an Elgato next week.
Next week, okay, awesome. If anybody doesn't have any more like specific questions about the setup, I may just call it an end to the stream there. I know it's a short one today, guys. You want to stream PUBG? I mean, I could. What do y'all think? Y'all guys want to watch me stream some PUBG tonight? Y'all want to watch me stream some PUBG with Anaheim and maybe my brother if he's down to get on? Am I getting yeses in the chat?
Gaming said he said don't end the stream. He said yeah. Constipated Potato said yeah.
Okay, guys.
Chatter here said do PUBG sellout.
It may not be a sellout stream tonight, guys. We'll have to see how it plays out because if I do get on it, I'm gonna be playing with some other people.
Gaming said he said Friday the 13th. Richard said yeah.
Richard, you gonna play with me on stream?
Yeet said yeah. Constipated Potato said no sellout.
If our play is gonna be PUBG, and I'm gonna be playing with Anaheim and my brother, and they're both somewhat noobs to the game, so we're gonna be getting destroyed. So just be ready for that. I don't know. I got a little bit of faith in them though, so I think we might be able to get up to the top 10. All right, guys. Well, if that's it, this has been my gaming setup. I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'll probably start in a few minutes with some PUBG. I guess that's it, guys. I'll check you guys out later, man. All right. Peace out.